In this video, I'm going to show you how to enable weather-based watering in a BaseStation 3200 controller. Before starting this process, you should have already added a weather station to your Base Manager Plus account and then added that weather station to the controller. You'll also want to have set up the zone properties for each zone so that the system has the best possible information in order to calculate a good ETC-based runtime. Both of these steps are explained in other videos. The first thing you're going to do to get started is to click on the Programs tab and then select the program that you want to edit. Then click the Edit button in the lower right hand corner to start editing the program. The BaseStation 3200 gives the user a lot of control over the zones of a program, and each zone can be individually assigned a watering strategy, whether it's soil moisture sensor based or time based, and now even weather based. To enable weather-based watering for Zone 1, check the Enable Weather-Based Watering box here. You'll notice that Zone 1 is also set up as a primary zone and that the other zones in the program are linked to Zone 1. For more information about primary and linked zones, as well as all of the other powerful programming features of the BaseStation 3200, be sure to check out our website. Once the weather-based watering is enabled for Zone 1, the weather icon appears next to the zone runtime, and the zone's runtime is now no longer editable. As mentioned in the video about setting up zone properties, the system has calculated a suggested cycle and soak time based on the zone properties that were entered. You can pull that cycle and soak time into Zone 1 for use by clicking on this button here. That cycle and soak time then can be changed if needed. The zones linked to the primary zone will use the same settings as the primary zone, or Zone 1. If a zone is set to timed, you can then decide if you want to enable weather-based watering for that zone independent of the other zones in the program, as you can see here. Change this to timed, check or uncheck the box. If you uncheck the box, you'll need to set the runtime and cycle and soak times if you choose. When you check the box, the weather icon appears next to the zone runtime, and the runtime is no longer editable. As I mentioned before, the BaseStation 3200 allows multiple smart irrigation modes. In this case, Zone 1, the primary zone's runtime, is being calculated based on weather information, and the zones linked to it are also having their zone runtimes calculated based on the weather information. However, the zone will not start unless the soil moisture sensor has fallen below 22.2%. All of the other program settings in the program are the same as they're used to. When you're all done, click the Save button in the lower right hand corner to save your changes.